All right, day 7. Baby Cyrus being kidnapped by the state of Idaho. I'm sure in the not too distant future, proclaiming that Baby Cyrus being kidnapped will have some sort of fact check put on it and most likely be censored. The fact remains that Baby Cyrus was kidnapped by the state. We have to be bold and strong and clear in our understanding of this. The state is not above the same grounds of morality that we place on each other. The state is just people. The CPS is just people. The judge is just a person. And they are all complicit, or they are all accomplices in the kidnapping of young Baby Cyrus. Baby Cyrus is going to come home. I have no doubt about that. But as it stands, he is now in the hands of strangers. Surely not getting the love and the attention that a child who, by his own parents' admission, has a health issue. This is why they were seeking the advice and seeking the help from doctors in the first place. He was kidnapped. Now, what I want to talk about real quick is the folks who will say that he's not kidnapped. And a scene from the book 1984 has been going on in my mind. It's been going through my mind, and it's close to the end. It's when Winston, who's the main character of the book 1984, he's being tortured by the state. And they are attempting to totally control his mind. They use the mathematical equation 2 plus 2 in order to achieve this. In the book, 2 plus 2 equals 5. Really, 2 plus 2 equals whatever the state says, according to the state. Initially, Winston is unable to see any other answer than 2 plus 2 equals 4, because that's a fact. But as he undergoes the torture of the state, eventually he breaks and he sees 2 plus 2 equaling 5. The state, the guy who's in charge of torturing Winston, holds up his hand with 4 fingers on it. But Winston no longer sees 4 fingers. He sees 5. He sees what he's told to see. And I think there's a direct correlation between that and what is going on in people's minds in regards to Baby Cyrus. They hear the news say, there's a malnourished child. There's a child of imminent danger. And they hear the propaganda station say that. And when they see a picture of Baby Cyrus, there's nothing wrong with him, but they still see a malnourished child. They still see a child that's in imminent danger. There is no physical evidence that would point to this, but in their mind, they see a child that is in imminent danger. And so I had a conversation with these folks, a couple of them, and I say, well, show me the picture that you are looking at in order to be convinced that what you're being told is true. Now they'll point to some pictures, and when we're both looking at them together, and I ask them to show me exactly what about the picture is evidence, they can't come to figure out what it is about the picture. It's as if the media and the state's words lose influence when somebody else is talking to them, when somebody else like myself is talking to them. We're looking at the picture. Just a second ago, they looked at it and they say, yeah, this is a malnourished baby. And then I say, okay, well, what about his malnourished? They can't say anything about the pictures that they're seeing that would make them believe that the baby's malnourished and in imminent danger. They then become aggressive, and they then start to look at me um, you know, with kind of a blank stare and almost like they're concerned about me. And in the book, this is what would happen when people were challenged in their minds, challenged in their thoughts. They would call the thought police. These people, they look at me and they feel afraid that I'm some sort of terrorist because I'm questioning their belief system. Typically, questioning somebody's belief system or just belief, their opinion, is not something that concerns folks too much. I was always raised that you should be confident in your opinions, and having them challenged is a good thing. You should you submit yourself to debates so that you can make yourself more right, if in fact you are right, and become less wrong when you are wrong. That's not the case, though, with our society, who has now been totally peer-oriented and no longer wants to be unique or be individual. They are threatened by anybody who challenges the orders, the dictates that the mainstream state-controlled media propaganda machines put out there. So when folks are saying baby Cyrus is a malnourished baby or in imminent danger, they are doing the same thing that Winston did when he saw that 2 + 2 = 5. They're trying to save themselves. They know the real threat is the government. The real threat is being outcast by society. And so they will use cognitive dissonance in order to try and find that safety. Now, I believe that there are ways to be healed from this statist pathology, and I will continue to love the folks who are under that spell and the ones close to me who I feel like I have an actual chance to make an impact on. I'll continue to do so. But what seeing this has made me realize even more is that for the people who don't see 2 + 2 = 5, it is now even more of our responsibility to speak loudly about the subject and to be even more firm in our understanding and conviction that 2 + 2 = 4. That Cyrus is not in any type of imminent danger, and that in fact the state has kidnapped him. If you're not underneath the spell of the media, it is your duty to stand up and speak truth to power. Peace.